Happy Monday, January 14th. This is your Movin' and Groovin' with Dre. And Joe is off holding her appointments until she is on the airplane. She's busy until she comes into San Diego Thursday. And we are going to have such an amazing, powerful weekend. So just a couple of tips and pointers for all of you San Diego girls. Make sure you are here for our Friday morning workshop, 9 to noon. It's going to be amazing. You get to be in the presence of greatness. Just so you know, how much are you willing to put, your butt on the line, or that's the only way I can say it. How much are you willing to put your butt on the line to be in the presence of greatness? I really learned early on that if I wanted to change my belief, I had to be around people who thought bigger, who believed more, who said, oh girl, that's easy. You got that. Why don't you think instead about 10 dials a day, why don't you think about 100 dials a day? I would never have thought that I could have done that. And somebody is telling me I can. And oh my gosh, okay, I'm going to go for it. And all of a sudden your whole life changes because you have bigger vision. And I remember flying to a different island when I lived in Hawaii just so I could have lunch with Julia Mundy, because she was going to be close enough that I could hop on an airplane, get the kids off to school, hop on an airplane, have lunch, and hop back before they were done at 3 o'clock. You guys, what are you willing to do to be in the presence of greatness? That's the question you have to continually ask yourself, because until you put your butt on the line, nothing's going to change. There's a couple sayings that I learned early on. If nothing changes, nothing changes. And if you always want what you've always gotten, you'll always do what you've always done. So until you're ready to actually say, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, then you'll find a way and you'll make a way. And I love find a way, make a way women. So today's message is to remind you on, if you're a San Diego girl, on Friday, you want to be with us. Saturday, we're doing muffins, marketing, and makeovers at my home. So make sure you start talking it up and getting your guests lined up for that. But everybody else, Joe and I are going to be working on a video series that we're putting together just so that you continually have more from us. So our Monday Movin' and Groovin', we will send to you with a YouTube link. If I'm recording it, it'll be at my YouTube. If Joanna's recording it, it'll be at her YouTube channel. So you don't have to wait for the link to be posted on Facebook. Just check on Monday morning and see if it's at one of our YouTube channels, and you can move forward, especially if you're somebody like me. I used to wake up Monday morning early, and I would have my set time to do my Mary Kay training before the kids woke up. So looking out at this week, when are you scheduling your power hour to get your mind into that belief stage? I have athletic kids, and I was an athlete, and my husband was an athlete, and there is nothing more important. If you are a high schooler, you have pep rallies. If you're on a team, your coach has you come in for warm up, and then there's always a huddle. There's always the time in the locker room where hopefully you got some powerful music, you're pumping yourself up. Hopefully even a week before, you're saying, I've got this team. I'm going to take them down. I'm going to win. I'm going to do my best. I am great. You're doing your affirmations. And so it's important. If you're not doing your affirmations for yourself, listening to powerful, positive messages every single morning, you're going to have a harder time seeing the activity as believable. And anytime you don't believe you can do something, you're going to procrastinate because there's fear attached. So when we can address the fear, we can say, whoa, I'm feeling fear. That's why I'm not making those phone calls. Then you can back up and you can get to the root of it and say, oh, well, I'm feeling fear because I'm not looking at what I'm good at. Okay, I'm really good at making people feel special. Mary Kay is not about selling anything. And if that might need to be your twist, your switch, if you switch that thought, wow, I don't have to worry about selling anything if I can just make her feel special and focus on the benefits. And you're going to get these benefits if you start using this now. If you don't, you're not. So how long do you not want to receive these benefits? When the benefits are big enough, people will find a way. Absolutely. So I teach my girls all the time, think about say yes to the dress. When you see say yes to the dress, it's a $25,000 gown. But what do? They get all the family members to sit down next to the catwalk. They take the bride-to-be back, do her hair, do her makeup, put on the gown, and have her walk out. And what happens? The benefit is, for the first time, she feels like princess. The benefit is her special day. Hopefully her one special day in her life is going to be a Cinderella moment. That is the benefit. that they're after. And guess what? No matter what, those parents are going to find a way to give their daughter that amazing Cinderella experience. Well, that's what we got to do. Are we giving the benefits of being a part of our customer base, of never having to question your purchase at a store again? Because number one is I've got your back. I've got a 100% guarantee. I'm going to be able to pick it up from you and exchange it if you're just not 100% happy, and help save you a lot of time because I'm going to come to you. Who doesn't want personal service? Hello, this morning I was on Walmart buying groceries for my college son because they deliver directly to him. And so that's a huge, huge plus, and women want that. I can buy makeup from Walmart, but I don't know what I'm gonna get. I can't return it. And you know what? I sort of love a big hug and maybe some extra little fluffs or some tulle or ribbon on my product, make me feel special. So that's what we do. People buy for the benefit. Okay. So I don't have any notes, but I'm going to give you your message for the week. And here's the deal, you guys. I got started with the new year. And maybe you said, okay, I'm ready. I'm going to start with the new year. I heard about the cruise. I'm a yes. That's great. But maybe right now, the 14th, have you had a lot of facials? Have you had your perfect start? 15 faces in 15 days? Always start there. But it's going to take a little bit of time to gear things up. So for example, let's say you started the new year saying, okay, I'm finally going to get my business back up and running, or you're brand new. And now you're thinking, I don't have enough leads. Maybe I've already tried my friends and family, which I don't recommend. It's much harder when you work with your friends and family. Just go for strangers. They don't know that you don't know. And it's much easier to move on if they say no, whereas friends and family, we start crying, oh, she thinks I'm a weirdo. Oh my gosh, I went through that too. So in order to keep yourself positive, go for strangers. And I love meeting people. And I also love the fact that Mary Kay, you don't have to go knocking on doors. Mary Kay has a proven system. So we do have to have people to call. Very, very important. Where are you going to find those people? Well, we've got a bunch of ways. And I'm so sorry I don't have some visuals for you right now, but I'm going to post it down below because we often talk about having 5 different little pockets to meet people. Okay, the first and foremost is referrals from your appointments. I love having the Fabulous game. And if you've not watched Michelle Cunningham's Miracle 3D Party, I would recommend that because in it, it explains the little games she plays, Deal or No Deal, and of course, Fabulous Friends. So she gets lots and lots of leads, and she has people say yes right then at the party to hosting their own party. So having a booking from your booking and referrals from your party are 2 ways to build your next appointments and to build your leads. The third way is, of course, meeting people. Now, you want to make sure you're getting better at this. And I started out, I was not good at all, but I knew I was a good person and I knew I was smart enough to learn. So here's what I like to do. I like to be a giver. And if you can just say, wow, who can I bless today? Who can I be a giver to? And I do like to have little goodie bags with me. I'm not really prepared. We're painting my office and I have no idea where my purse is. But in my purse, every single week, I have at least, my goal is to have 20 goodie bags sent out. So I have at least 20, and all it is my business card and a little, see if I can find it. It's just a little cellophane bag, and I put an eye cream. I keep it simple. You can put a lip gloss, you can put an eyeshadow sample, you can do anything you want, but I just keep it simple, and I put a firming eye cream, and I say, oh my gosh, are you ever feeling tired? This is a gift for you. And so I look for people that I can give a gift to. And I think if you become a giver, then it's really always an easy thing. Oh my gosh, my goal today is to bless 5 women with a little gift. I thought of you. May I bless you today with this little Mary Kay sample? Yes, you are more than welcome to have it. You know, I would love to get your feedback. Is it okay if I text you in a couple days and see what you think? If you like that, I would love to invite you to be one of my face models in my contest. I have to have 40 new faces and I don't know that many people, and I bribe really well. Great, let me have your number. That's how I do it. What do you do during the day? I'm Andrea, what's your name? I mean, if you're gonna make it weird, it's gonna be weird. But if you're gonna make it really cool, and they go, oh, she's sort of cool. Oh, that's not uncomfortable. Then she's gonna call you back. Now, Let's go back to that when you say yes part, and then you're feeling like, I don't really know what I'm doing. Who cares? You're probably gonna blow the first, I don't know, 20 names that you meet because you're gonna be a little awkward. You're gonna be a little rusty. Let it go. Now, let's get started this week. So understand that it's gonna happen. You're gonna be a little rusty. Just say it like it is. I think anytime you try to hide the white elephant, it makes it even worse. The pink elephant. You know, I'm really rusty. I wanna meet more people. I just haven't gotten out with the holidays, and I don't really know what to say to you, but you're really cute. And I was impressed at your people skills. I saw the way you have just a professional aura about yourself, and your energy is really powerful. You're the kind of woman I'd really love to get her opinion of. Is there any reason why I couldn't invite you to be my face model? I have to have 40 new faces to win a cruise. I'm so excited, but I don't know 40 people. Anyway, I could borrow your face. I promise I'll give it back. That's what I say, that's what I text. So keep it simple, you guys. So the third one is meeting people yourself. I truly believe you do need to have solid, confirmed, when people say, well, what do you do? Have it come off your tongue smoothly. I remember when I was building my business, I used to say, oh my gosh, I'm a beauty consultant with Mary Kay, and I'm also an Army officer. I would lead with my Mary Kay, and people would say, oh, okay, that's more important. Yes, it's so much fun. I cannot wait to build my business so I can say goodbye to that other job. I love having my own freedom. So it was a very quick commercial, and then I would just go, what do you do? Oh my gosh, you have kids? And I would talk about her. I wouldn't go into Mary Kay. I would wait till she asked questions. If she didn't ask questions at the end of the conversation, I would, of course, invite her. Hey, do you mind? You're so much fun. I've enjoyed being with you and talking with you. I'd love to get together and maybe have coffee, and I don't know if you'd be open to a facial, but I'm a Mary Kay girl, and I have to practice on 40 faces every month till June to win this cruise. And I know I can do it, but only if I borrow women like you's face. And that's what I do. I say, I'm sure it was really rusty or sounded weird at times, but I said it more and more and more, and then I got to be more and more comfortable. So if you just said yes and you're getting into the game and maybe you're feeling rusty, keep going, keep going. You're gonna get better and you're gonna get more smooth. And your appointments are gonna start holding because your confidence is gonna be better. So in the beginning, you might say, okay, I got a couple appointments, they canceled. Maybe it was snow related, or maybe it was bad weather, or maybe they just are not women who felt that your energy was at a match. And again, it goes back to your confidence. Keep going, okay? Move on, move on. Check back with them, but move on. Okay, I'm gonna talk about follow-up in just a second. Another way, the fourth way you might want to look at building your leads is with some kind of a lead box. Now, Jo just bought a whole bunch of them because she said they were on sale on MK Connections, but you can, make your own if you want to, or even a lead frame. So I don't have it, it's on my phone, so I'm gonna post the picture underneath this video at our Facebook page. But a facial frame is nothing more than a picture. It's this cute little girl with a charcoal mask, and it says text pampering to, and you put your phone number for a complimentary charcoal mask experience. And then you put your name. And that's some people are having great results with that. So people aren't putting their name in the bag or the box, they're texting you. Now, you may want to put something like text by to get this, because there's a call to action. If somebody has a reason to do it now, there is more of a way and a reason. So if you have a box in somebody's dry cleaner, or in a, I love Christian bookstores. I love anything that's more of mom and pop. If you're looking at big companies, they oftentimes have more protocols and more policies, like Barnes & Noble, Chili's, Applebee's, they might have a big no. But if you go for a local place, I know some sushi bars are fabulous. You just say, hey, can I leave this here? Okay, sure. And they don't mind. I oftentimes have gone in to talk to the manager, and in that sense, you can come up with some kind of incentive for the manager. You can even say, I'd like to give a gift certificate to dine here, and I'd like to put a little drawing, and I'll buy a gift certificate from you if you will help me promote my box. So when 25 names are in this, then I'll buy a gift certificate and all the ladies can experience, or one lady would experience the dinner for two or lunch for two. So I've done that as a win-win for some establishments. Sometimes they'll just let you do it. You don't have to purchase a gift card, but those are some ways. So you want to practice your presentation, and one of the things that I'll tell you about that is if you can always come in it as a giver, how can I help your customers have a better experience? Dress Barn. I would go into Dress Barn. It's actually my number 5, but I'll sort of say it as number 4. But I would always talk to the manager first about how can I serve you? What's in it for her? And people are buying new outfits. It's new year. They want to have a new look, and I can help their overall shopping experience. So you can easily say to the manager, are you currently working with an image and glamour specialist to help your customers have the ultimate shopping experience? I would love to be helping you provide better customer service. And I can come in, and number 5 would be an actual vendor event or a table. So I can come in once a month. I can give samples and recommendations for people's new outfits and just do a drawing for a wardrobe or an image consultation. Those are some 5 ways that you can, of course, build your business. You always want to look at having at least 5 different ways of building your leads. And you can pay for services. Those are things we can talk about later, but those are the most simple. And going into, if you have like craft shows coming up or health fairs, those are other ways, number 5, of getting a table and setting up so that people know, especially health fairs right now. That's a big one. If you have any organizations, or if you go into any industrial parks where there's a lot of business, they've been having, many people do have lunch fairs in a courtyard or something close by where you can have a table and give out samples and sign people up for facials and a drawing. Okay, let's wrap this up. Joanna really wanted me to talk about following up. Getting these names is great, but are you following up? Do you have a tracking system to help you? So I'm just going to show you some things that I've done for years and years and years. I was building my business. I'm not very fancy. I would get names and numbers and put them in rubber bands. But what I didn't always know is how many times did I call them. And I would give up calling them before people had the opportunity to say yes. And technically 8 times of follow-up is going to be enough time for people to know if they are interested or not. I was doing maybe 3 or 4, and then if I didn't hear from them, I'd throw the card away. So something that I've done, sorry, I'm just pulling my papers up. I'm sure I could post this, but you can make your own. I just ended up making a spreadsheet. So let me back up and tell you, my goal each day, let me pull out my little tracking sheet here. My goal each day is 10 dials a day, okay? So I have got a daily organizing sheet, and I write down the 10 people. This one actually has 15 because sometimes I get on a roll and I can't stop. That's the fun part. The hardest call is the first. So I have a personal goal of 10 a day. Okay, so I've done some today, but that only tells me who I called today. I need to know how many times did I call them. So I created a little sheet. I'm a paper girl. I just try to do my phone, and I can't do everything on my phone. I need a paper. So this is something that I do. I write down her name, how I met them, so that I can keep notes, the cell, and then I show my 8 attempts. When I call, I do follow up with a text. So I text and call together. Then I may not call every single time, but I'll reach out with a text message. And at about the 5th time, I'll say, oh my gosh, I don't want to bug you, but if I don't hear back from you, I'll try you again next month. So I try her again. If at the 8th time I still haven't heard from them, then I say a quick message like, oh my gosh, Susie, I really got to tell you, you impressed me the moment I met you way back in September, but I have left about 6, 7 messages. I do not want to bug you. It's not my desire. I just want you to know you laid a great impression on my heart, and I would truly love to introduce you to the new Mary Kay and to get your feedback. But if it's not for you, and if I don't hear back from you, don't worry, I'll never, ever, ever call you again. It was great to meet you. I was hoping to develop a friendship, but you just know you're pretty darn special, and I sure hope one day our paths cross again. Have a great day. Now, most people at that time will either say, oh, no, I actually am interested. It's just been crazy. But if they don't, then you just know, done. And so what I have done, sorry, I don't have, yeah, I do have one. So I have actually crossed some people off my list when they have said, oh yeah, it's just not for me, I'm not interested. I appreciate that so much more. So make sure you are following up enough. Statistically, at the 8th time is when people say yes. So are you giving up way too soon? I hope you have a great week. Please stay connected. If you're one of my girls, you're gonna earn bling for watching the video and of course, having our Talk to Me Tuesday. If you're with Joe's group, I know she's gonna wanna hear from you and she's gonna want to know how you are doing this week. So I hope you guys have a fabulous Monday. May your week be beautiful and oh my gosh, you guys, keep on keeping on because truly, when you believe and say, Lord, thank you, thank him right now for the cruise, because the more you say thank you and you just keep looking at your database, people will come to you. Oh, he'll say, call her. Oh my gosh, Ada, actually, I still haven't called her. And then we can be obedient. And it's in the obedience that we receive the most blessings. Have a great day.